this isn't enough for Masters. Finally, let's just see in his final game. And yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we've got 50 minutes to get Masters. As you guys know, I haven't even got Masters yet on my main account, so you know, cut it quite short, but hopefully we can get Masters. I think we need like 1 or 2 games maybe, but only 50 minutes left. It's a race against the clock. So before we jump into it, make sure you're using the create code. That'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right, guys, so jumping into the first game, we have Pinhole Punt, which I believe is a new map back into the rotation. So they have the first pick, looking to ban the usual meta brawlers, so like Bonnie, Janet, Max is a good ban as well, because there's not really a lot of brawlers that can counter Max. As you guys probably aware, Crow has been nerfed recently, so brawlers like Max, who Crow used to really hard counter, probably with some of the better brawlers within the game right now. Of course, a little bit hard to tell on the first day of the update, but for sure Max has to be like a top 10 brawler. So they ban Poco, so the reason why some people ban Poco as well is because it's not really good at the beginning, like Poco, because obviously you can get quite a few counters for him, but towards the end, Poco can be pretty dangerous. So that is why you see a lot of teams ban Poco when the enemy team has that last pick. So Jean is being suggested by our teammates, which is an alright pick, especially against a Carl, but B in that middle is going to be dangerous. So I've got to think of a lane here, like against Carl, Frank as well. So I'm thinking Colette. Colette should be a really solid option against both of these. Like, that has to be one of the hardest counters. Surge is a pretty good counter as well, but Colette with push it should just be able to absolutely wreck these guys. I mean, I could go Griff as well to break open the map, but yeah, I'm thinking Colette. Colette has to be the one. So yeah, we'll go Colette. I mean, this has to be the guy that goes Frank every single game. So we're going to go push it this time around. Normally, I always go mass tax, but just because I want to interrupt Carl's super, I'm going to use his star power. So this game might be a little bit sweaty because, of course, I'm literally 2 games away from Masters. And last time that happened, you guys are probably aware, this is probably like nearly a year ago now, I just completely tilted. So now we need to not tilt and finish off this Masters. So straight away, we can go against either lane. Honestly, I could have even gone Nita. I don't know if that was actually available, but Nita is really strong in this meta, especially against those tankier brawlers. So Frank's looking to push up here. Already got him like 1 shot, so that's going to be pretty good. I'm going to look to try and push him as quickly as possible here. We're going to just play Ring Around the Roses. We can use our super here. Somehow, B gets a shot onto us, and this is looking pretty bad. B is popping off in the middle. Carl, he's going to use his gadget to go up. Hopefully Gene pulls this Carl so we can take him down. Yeah, I would have liked to Gene pull there just to get him out of the area. This is why B is so dangerous, because she can just roam the middle just so easily. Looks like Frank is probably going to take me down here, hopefully. Okay, no, we can finally get him down. Crow was a bit of a sus pick. Like, Crow isn't really great anymore unless you're looking to counter certain brawlers. We're going to use our super here, but unfortunately that isn't going to do anything. So this isn't going too well, guys. Like, yeah, Crow was a bit of a sus pick. You know, Frank has been actually working out against me somehow. I mean, he just took playing it pretty well, just staying behind walls. We're going to look to try and push up here against the Frank. We're getting close to super though, so we should be able to get some good value. B is all the way pushed back already. Crow's going to get a good jump. We should be able to take down the Carl right here, and this is where we're in a really good situation. So we can probably kill this B, honestly. Okay, no, we're just going to use super now. And yeah, that's too late. 1 minute left to try and make something happen. This is looking bad. It's looking bad. Maybe I should have picked someone else. I mean, Colette should just hard counter these guys, but they're staying behind walls pretty well. They're playing it. They're actually going to corner the ball now, which is pretty hard against like a Frank especially. And yeah, this isn't looking too good for me, guys. I don't think I'm going to get Masters at this rate. We're going to pop our gadget just in case here. So let's see if we can stay alive in time. Yeah, this Frank is just holding on to super every single time, which is fair enough. I can't actually get behind the wall and get him. Yeah, he's going to get another kill right here. And this is looking like a GG. Let's be honest here. This has to be a GG. I don't know how we make it back from this. I mean, we can try, but it's not looking very likely whatsoever. We're going to super this Carl, but yeah, there's no way we're going to make a comeback right here. So we're going to have to make the reverse sweep right here. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much more to say. Not much more to say. I think I'm going to go onto the Carl instead, though, because that Frank super is just hard countering me too much. At least with Crow, Crow can maybe like dodge the jump or something, but Yeah, once he gets that super, it's really hard for me to really do anything. So I'm going to switch lanes right here. Let's see if Carl is a little bit of an easier matchup for myself. Frank's just going to push up, but we can slow him really nice slow from the Crow. And we need to probably try and pinch him down before he gets into a dangerous position. So we're going to pop our gadget right here so we can press up. Looking to try and get this Carl, but he's going to sit behind the wall. We can just heal up with the Gene in the middle. This is much better this time around. And now we've got our super in literally one hit, so we can just delete this Carl on site. Frankie's going to push up, which is a really nice jump from our Crow. We should be able to get in a good position to take down the B. B's going to get taken down. And I was so close. I mean, this should be a goal from the Gene right here. So much. Oh, no. Okay, he should have just super kicked that. I don't know why he didn't super kick that. I wouldn't have risked it myself, but yeah, I can see me not getting masters now. Just how the game's panning out. This isn't looking too good, guys. This isn't looking too good. Let's pass the ball out. Frank, he's going to have that damage gear activated. So that's looking pretty dangerous. I'm going to look to pop my gadget just in case I take some damage. But we should be able to push back the Frank in time. Going to get some additional HP back from the Carl. And yeah, I missed my super, but he should be taken down pretty soon. Gene with Paul in this position. This should be a goal. If we don't... Okay. That was that was a pretty sus right there. I mean, we got a Frank pushing up on us as well, and this is not looking too good. Maybe I can sneak it in. Okay, no, this isn't looking too good whatsoever. Pushed up too much here. I tried to get the ball in a good position, and Frank is pushing up. I'm not liking the look of this. This has got goal written all over it. There's no way that we can get this back. 50 seconds. I don't think we're going to do it. I don't think we're going to do it. This is absolutely painful. How are we going to come back from this? I just don't know. Okay, the Gene misses Paul again. Gene hasn't hit one Paul, but that is a really good Crow jump. Wow. If we make it to overtime, we should be able to destroy these guys. So that's such a clutch Crow jump. After all they're complaining about Crow, he just absolutely bodies them. So fair play to him right there. That is definitely a really strong play. Okay, B gets slowed. We need to make sure that Frank doesn't push up too much here. Okay, B with 3k. That's a really nice pull from our Gene, and we've got a Carl gadget right here, so we need to make sure that he's not in position to make a good play. We're getting 2 shots to our super right here, so that should be pretty nice. We're in a good position for overtime, so yeah, let's have it. Hopefully I can go on the Frank instead here. Frank's going to use his super, and we're looking pretty okay. I'm going to use my super against the Frank. He's going to die. Getting close to our super again here. Don't want to really charge in against that B with 3k, but we can use it for pressure for sure. Going to keep tapping the Carl, tapping the B right here, tapping the Frank. That is so much damage being dealt to him straight away because of my damage gear, and that should be a kill. This should be a goal. There's no way that these guys can stop this. I'm just going to use my push it super to... Okay, are my teammates all right? Are my teammates all right? How is this not going in? No, there's no way. There is no way that this is about to happen. There's just no way. There's just no way. There's just... This game knows that it doesn't want me to get masters. I mean, you just couldn't write it. You couldn't write it. Into the next game then. So we've got Knockout out in the open. Piper's going to be a pretty decent pick. Let's see what else we can really pick on this map. Let's see. So they've got a bow. I mean, Penny could be somewhat okay against a bow. I mean, Max is pretty strong. Got the likes of Lola as well. Belle can be pretty alright as well. I know Brock's good if you can open up the middle straight away. You know what? I'm going to go Brock. Brock is a really decent option when you break open the walls straight away at the back, just because you can get spawn trapped pretty easily. So I'll go Brock, of course, 4th rocket in knockout. And yeah, these gears are looking pretty decent. Surprise me if I've seen like a Leon or something like that. Okay, our teammate, what's he going to go here? Carl is a pretty decent player. I mean, Max is okay. I mean, against a Mr. P, I'd probably just go like a thrower, like a tick, or even a little bit of an aggro choice. But yeah, Max is somewhat okay. I mean, I could switch from my teammates as well if they want to, but you know, I'm alright on any of these brawlers. But yeah, so far I think on the draft alone that we should have the better composition. Like Mr. P really isn't a good brawler. Maybe on this map he's a little bit better than normal, but just judging off draft alone, we should be pretty good. So yeah, that last game was just terrible. Like, I know I could have probably got masters a lot sooner, but I wanted to try and save it for the last hour, and now I'm kind of risking not getting it whatsoever. So yeah, we're going to break open the wall straight away. I see this a lot in competitive, people going Brock just for that reason, because you can pretty much get screwed over if you lose positioning. So we're going to use a gadget here to break open the grass, so we know these guys aren't sneaking up anytime. I'm going to try and heal a little bit here. And we've got our super, so let's just throw that out straight away here. We know we can destroy that Mr. P porter as well. And time to just reload our ammo, because obviously we've got 4th rocket. We've got enough time to reload some ammo. I'm going to use another gadget here just because these guys look to push up. And that's why Brock is so good, because you can just break up the terrain on instant and keep your distance as well, so that can be really good. It's like Bo is pretty weak. We can get Bo down. And we've got a super for next round as well. We've got max super. We're not really feeding the gene, so it doesn't matter too much. And yeah, that is a nice kill right there. So that's why I just love Brock. He's such an underrated pick. When it comes down to Power League, people just underestimate how strong he is in this setting. So nice max speed right here. We've got Mr. P porter coming our way. I'm going to use a super to try and get that Bo. We're pretty weak here, so I can't really push up anymore. We can reload our ammo though whilst we heal. Nice gadget from Kyle right there. That was pretty risky to play that aggro, but at least we got a little bit of positioning. We know Bo isn't using tripwise, so we know we can just use we can trip them over without worrying. Gene's pushing up a little bit here. Let's try and get some more shots onto him. We've got Mr. P going pretty low. We can destroy that with 1 ammo and a max shot, so good job that Kyle was staying close to us. We can keep pushing up forward though. Okay, that port's going to go down. That should be the Mr. P super down as well. And now we've got to kind of wait it out towards the end. A really nice kill from the pipe there. That is pretty clutch. Going to use our super just to keep the gene back. And we've got a bow in our faces. Okay, somehow we get that Piper and we actually get the round win right there. So this is exactly what I needed, because now that we lost, I think we're like 3 games away from Masters. So it'll be even tighter. So if we win this game, we'll be in a good, we'll be hopefully in a good state to get Masters towards the end. So nice wall break again at the start. I want to use my gadget again to break open this little bit, so I know these guys aren't sneaking up. They're just staying in the totem, so we can just push up and get free pressure. Why people tend to do that, especially on this map, because you can just get free pressure. I don't want to break their walls just yet. The only way well, the only reason to break their walls is if like these guys are pretty weak, so I can use my super to break it open as much as possible. I'm going to use a super right here. I think I got both of them. Okay, no, I only got the gene, but that is an incredible snipe by this Piper. This Piper is popping off. I'm going to use another gadget here just to break open more terrain, just so me and Piper can pop off even more. But this is a 1v2 situation or 2v1 situation. We're going to finish it off. This guy is absolutely popping off. He's even showboating, just jumping off with his super. So now we just need 1 more round win to win the whole game here. So in such a good position. We're tapping up the gene right here. Going to use another shot to destroy that porter. We've got Gene all the way back here. We're going to use a super because Bo has pushed up a little bit. Unfortunately, we can't get anyone down, but we're going to use a few shots to take down that Mr. P super. And that's what I mean. Like, Mr. P just isn't the strongest. He really relies on his super to do anything. But when we've got a brawler like Brock, we can just destroy that super so easily. So Gene's going to push up here. Probably a little bit too high. We're able to take him down a bit with super, but we eventually get him down. Nice taps from the Piper. We've got a Bo pushing up, but this should be Bo dead. I'm just going to run in and shotgun him. Just a Mr. P left, and this is looking like a dub right here. So, although we did lose the last game, it's looking like we might have the chance to get Masters. So this is exactly what we need. A couple more games here. Let's jump right into it. Alright guys, jumping into the next game then. So you can see the bans on the screen. I banned Poco because they had the last pick. Can be pretty dangerous, especially when you combine it with a Stu turret. So that is why I did that. So yeah, the compositions aren't looking completely the best on our side. Like, I believe if that's the real Kevin, he must be on a mini account because he's just insta-locked first pick Piper. So he must be on a mini account because Piper has never been good on Ring of Fire. Well, it hasn't been for like over a year. And especially in this meta when there's so much max. Yeah, I'm not really fancying our chances with this game, but we'll give it a try. So they have actually gone 2 mids, which is pretty interesting. I mean, we've basically gone 2 mids with Bonnie, but Bonnie, you can play as a lane as and when. So hopefully Kevin can pop off on the Piper. Let's see if we can work with him to take down this Max. I'm going to use a speed to try and sneak up on this Ruffs. He's probably using sandbags here, so got to be a little bit careful. We can just keep spamming that auto aim, and then when these guys get a little bit of positioning, we can use our Bonnie jump and just melt these guys down. So just a Max left. We're starting off pretty strong right here, but we're a race against time right here. We've got 25 minutes left to win 2 games, and I don't think 2 games like completely guarantees us the Masters. So we've got to be a little bit careful here. So we can pop our gadget to gain a little bit of speed and a little bit of DPS. Looks like Ruffs is going to gain a an upgrade though, so this isn't looking completely the best. But let's see if we can get this B down. I'm going to use my super to get us a little bit of pressure, and just a max left. Let's wait for him to try and time his dash. And it's looking a lot better. So we're going to push down the right hand side here. B's going to use her slow to get us out though, so we've got to be a little bit careful here. I mean, that's a really nice pinch from her. Piper's going to go down, so all of that pressure is just literally gone because Piper just gets folded instantly in this meta. So we're going to use our gadget here to gain a little bit of pressure back. B's going to use 3k, going to miss again. We know she's literally going to get taken down with 2 shots, so I can start to push up. Nice takedown on the roofs. I'm going to need to start getting some zonage here, so I'm going to try and save my super for as long as possible, so these guys know that I can just jump on them. I'm going to continue just to get some zonage. Max is going to try and jump on here. Let's see if we can get this B down. B is literally 1 shot. She's now got her supercharge though, so I've got to be careful of that. Now it is time to try and jump in and alleviate a little bit of pressure. So I was trying to get the B there. B pretty much 1 shot. Cole's going to take them down. And Piper, I needed Piper to clutch that one. Okay. Yeah, it's not looking too good. Piper as a first pick is the most sus thing I've ever seen. And it's looking highly likely that I'm not going to get Masters. But of course, the meme continues that SpenLC will just never get Masters unless somehow a miracle happens. We need a miracle to win this game. Literally. So yeah, Piper not the greatest at getting zonage right here, because you can just see the max just gonna jump on Kevin with some taps, so he's looking to make amends for well, it wasn't really a misplay, it was just a bit unfortunate. He's tapping like crazy here. He's going absolutely mental. Go crazy, Kevin, go crazy. We need you to go crazy for this game. He's gonna get taken down though, unfortunately. Gonna look to try and take down this rough spot. It's so hard with these sandbags. I'm gonna use my super right here to get a little bit more pressure. It's hard to actually land a Bonnie jump, because by the time you've actually jumped, the guys know where you're gonna land, so that's why it's a little bit hard. Cole's spending so much time trying to take care of that gadget and ends up wasting a lot of time. Max with the power up here, so nice takedown on the roofs. Time to use gadget to get some more zonage, and yeah, just to be left, we should be able to take her down with a shot. It's looking much better, so now we need to try and pressure up and keep on the zone, so that could be a good use of time for us. I'm going to use my jump to try and go over to the roofs. Let's see if I can at least survive here. So although it was a bad jump, at least I'm buying there's a little bit of time, a little bit of pressure. So here, I'm going to try and run up on this roofs. Let's see if I can survive. These guys are going to try and pinch me out. Somehow we're still alive here, which is pretty OP. We can get this roofs down as well. I mean, he's 1 shot, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. We've got a 50% lead right here. This is looking like we should be able to close this one out unless they get some insane pressure towards the end. I'm going to use my gadget just to make sure I can get back up the map. And this is going down to the wire. This is actually sweaty. Like, I'm actually going to be sweating this last game. There's so much pressure on this one. Honestly, this is more pressure than I used to compete. Like, I'm literally racing against the clock. 20 minutes left. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do this one. So again, going into this next round, that was much better this time around. With a Piper, you just can't lose control. You really cannot lose control, else it's over. You know, it's so easy to capitalize on a Piper, especially when you're like a Max. So we've got B running up lane here, which is a little bit suspect. Like, why is B going lane? I mean, she's tapping me right here. This is a little bit hard to deal with, so we're gonna just heal up here and wait to get close. Okay, no, that B is gonna get 3k from Nicole. I mean, I don't know what that B is doing. Why is she pushing up on lane? Hopefully my Nicole just gadgets on her and kills her, because we need to get her out of here. She's in a really annoying position right here. I'm just gonna use my gadget to just pressure up. I'm just gonna leave the B out of there just because I can. Looks like Max is, I don't know what Max is doing. He's BMing or something. I don't really know. Going to use my gadget to take down the Max here, hopefully. And I should be able to jump onto the B. And pretty much, okay, I did not know he had a 3k. That was a big rip. Max, I don't know what he's doing. He must be throwing or something, because he is just walking around like a bot constantly. But I mean, I don't love the free wins, but yeah, I'd much prefer the Max tried, because these guys had such a good start that they could have probably won this game, honestly. So the Ruffs and B though, they're still trying. This B is tapping like crazy. I need to try and heal up here. I mean, it's literally a 2v3 at the moment and we're struggling. So if I don't win this game, I just don't deserve Masters, because we're so incredibly down bad. I mean, Max is just okay. Max is just gonna stand there. He must be so mad at his teammates or something. I have no idea who it is, but yeah, I'd have loved to got it a little bit legitly. Like, there's always people just throwing in Power League, unfortunately. So Carl's going to go up. We have 20% left here. Let's see if we can get the B down. B is still looking to pop off. Max is actually starting to make a little bit of a comeback here. Time to heal up. Looks like he's back in the running. I don't know what he's really doing. He's just vibing, having the time of his life. You know, he's literally that good that he can just troll around and still get the win. So we can land on top of the B here, and yeah, we've got 15% left here, so hopefully we can close out this game. Just 10% left. This is going to be incredibly sweaty, so yeah, looking like we're going to close this game off with a win. Let's see how close we are from getting towards that Masters right here. So we can see we're literally we should be like 1 game away. Let's jump right into it. All right, guys, jumping into hopefully the final game here. We're on Super Beach. This looks like it could be a pretty tough game. Everyone Carl as a first pick. Honestly, I'd probably go like I mean, Buzz could be good, Griff could be good to open it up. Looks like he's probably going to go Griff. I'm going to go Max because there's not a lot really to counter Max. They've got actually I mean, it's telling me to go Colette. I don't think Colette is the best pick. I think Max is a solid option in the middle. I might even go a B because I can counter also like aggro brawlers. Yeah, I might go a B because I'm still decent against a Max as well. I'm thinking B might be the play right here, even though Carl is pretty good against me. I'm going to go B just because it pairs really well with a Griff. And yeah, just overall, again, not the best against Carl, but I'm just thinking more so the last picks because I don't really want them to continue to go aggro. So looks like our guys here. Let's see. I wonder if, I mean, Colette could be good. I don't think they're going to go any more tanks, but I might be wrong. Bo, I wouldn't really say is the best mid here. I would rather go on like a Max, even a Jean ahead of Bo, but they're going to go ahead with the Bo and then a Jeanette. So Jeanette is pretty decent. I mean, we can go Stu. Stu is a decent pick. I would say like he's good against Carl, good against Jeanette. Let's see what else we can go. Okay, yeah, I don't really think there's much else to go, and we just need to clutch up. But let's see if we can. I mean, we could swap with teammates. I was hoping to see if I could actually see their levels, what they are as well, but I think that's just what I have them. I have them all power 11 anyway, so I don't need to worry about it. So this is hopefully the final game to get Masters, so hopefully no more win traders. And I literally didn't know that, guys, so for that game he was win trading for someone else, unfortunately, but that's just how Power League is at the moment, unfortunately. So we're going to get L3K already here. Looks like it's going to be a nice trade from my teammates, and now I just need to buy a little bit of time because I'm in a 1v2 situation, so I want to make sure I just don't go down here. As long as Griff opens it up, we should be good for the future, because against the Carl, when it's nice and open, it's going to be good for us. So nice push up from our Griff here, kind of whiffing my 3k shots a lot. Looks like Carl's going to go in. He's going to die now. This is where we want the pressure, so let's try and get some good pressure here. I'm going to super kick that off. Okay, I was hoping to get the super kick and the 3k. You know, the SpenLC special on Super Stadium, I always pretty much land that shot, but we didn't get it this time around. It's like Janet's going to use her gadget to tank a 3k. We're going to get 3k again here, so hopefully we can land that on the bow. Going to keep pressuring with our shots here. These guys have to at least do something against this, else I'm going to get in a position to score. So Janet's going to super on in here. I could just keep rotating around and she's not going to be able to do anything. 3k lands on her as soon as she lands, and this should be a goal right here. I'm just going to use a super to make sure. 9 people watching. I think basically all of my club know I'm 1 game away from Masters, so they're hyping me up, trying to get me to the finish line right here. We're going to get the 3k onto the Janet. Nice super from the I'm going to say the Ruffs, the Griff right there. Bo's landing quite a few shots. Going to try and help my Griff out down the left here. Going to heal up because of course we're a little bit weak. Going to pressure up against the Bo. Bo's going to get taken down, and both of these guys are 1 shot, so it looks like we're going to close off this game. Such a close game right here. The B pick is definitely working wonders. Would have been a little bit harder as a Max, but B, when it comes down to Brawl Ball, you can never go wrong. She's so strong against so many different brawlers, and she's such an underrated brawler. So I think just 1 more set away from Masters. That would be so heartbreaking if I somehow don't get the Masters right. So my teammates are looking to try and swap. I don't think they really want to swap right now. We've got Stu with the cheesy gadget glitch, especially on this map. It's going to be incredibly cheesy. We're going to use a slow on him right there. That should allow us to get the pinch off in time. Fortunately, both is really weak here, so I need to try and heal up. We want to pass this over to the Stu side. trying to get the pinch off with our Stu. We're going to use the slow right here on the Janet. That's going to be Janet down. Going to try and get this Bo down as well. Bo, he's going to deal a lot of damage with that damage gear, so time to kind of go back here. Carl, he's going to use his super on me, which is a little bit unfortunate. I'm hoping the Stu can finish him off in time, and now it's a 2v2 situation. So I think I've used all my gadgets. I'll just try to use as many slow options to try and stop me from dying, but unfortunately I used them all up. Janet's probably going to use super here, so now to focus our attention on the Carl. She's not really going to do too much whilst in the air, and whilst we know where she lands straight away, we can just land a shot onto her. Okay, we're going to get pretty weak here, trying to land a few more shots onto the Janet from range. We need to heal up though, because this Carl can just gadget onto us at any time. Okay, I don't know how I'm not landing these shots here. Nice takedown from the Griff. And yeah, this is looking a little bit good. I don't want to jinx it just yet, but we are looking pretty strong right now. Janet with this damage gear, got to be careful of that. She can deal like 1.8k damage and take us down with a couple of shots. Carl, he's going to gadget onto me again, but that slow should buy me enough time to take him down. Just look at that protected turret, guys. It's so strong. If you guys are wondering what stop power to use, it has to be protective. Literally just got him the win with the kill right there. Bo's going to waste tripwire. Which if he would have just used the other gadget, it would have actually it would have took a long time for us to trip over the mines here. But looks like I should be in a position to super kick it right there. I have no idea what these guys are doing. What are they actually doing on Super Stadium? You cannot just leave the ball in a position like that, because it just leaves for such an easy goal. Looks like the Carl is really mad at his Bo here. We're going to use a slow to try and get the Bo down. We've got Janet trying to pop off here. Just going to use our super. Time to try and heal up. And just 15 seconds left to hopefully we can get Masters, unless something dumb happens like it normally always does. Going to use a slow on the Bo. And that should be Masters right there. Hopefully. I'm hoping this is enough. If it's not enough, I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight. So fingers crossed this is enough for Masters. Finally, let's just see in this final game. And one more game. All right, guys. So going into the final game. And yeah, I'm getting some pressure now, so it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a close game regardless. Piper, okay, Penny, power 10, not really the best start from my team right there. Level 1 Janet, okay, looks like the enemy team's gonna dodge level 1 Janet. I don't know why the enemy team's going to level 1 Janet. I want to get this legitly, of course. I've always said whenever I'm playing Power League, like, I'd never want anyone to throw for me. I'd never ever do that. So unfortunately, I mean, the Janet just must be clearly mad at the enemy team, just because I mean, that's the only reason why I really see Power 1s. So my teammates are suggesting a few things. I mean, Bonnie, you can't really go wrong with a Bonnie. Let's see who I can go down the lane. We're against a Jean here, so let's see what other options we have. I think Griff can be okay on this map if you open it up. Griff definitely an alright choice. Stu as well can be somewhat okay. I think I'm going to go Griff. Griff is always a solid choice, especially with his heal stop power. So we're going to try that one out. We've got the heal gear as well. And we're up against a Surge. So Surge, an interesting choice. It's going to be hard for all three of us right here. I could have gone, who's the other bro? Stu. I don't think Stu would have been too good against Surge. But Surge isn't good. Okay, no, he's going to lock down at Janet just so he can switch with his teammate. Okay. That's just throwing a spanner in the works. Here's me thinking that we can probably get an easy win, and then they switch brawlers. So it's going to be pretty hard for us. Okay, I was thinking this game would have been easy, but it's going to be a really hard game for us. We're going to try and push up and make sure we can destroy this grass as quickly as possible here, and of course use our star power to push up. Against Janet, it's going to be pretty hard to win the lane, honestly, just because of how easy it is for her to hit her shots. Going to use this pressure right here, break open this wall. If we break open the two front walls, it should be so easy for our mid to just go ham. So up against Surge here, as long as we don't feed the Surge, it's super. We should be golden. I really want to push over to that right hand side to destroy the grass, to destroy the middle, but we haven't really got an opportunity to do so just yet. Looks like Surge is going over here. He's going to get pretty much close to his level, and yeah, our teammate isn't really doing the best down their lane, like a Penny and a Bonnie. I thought our Penny would have gone mid, to be fair, but looks like Bonnie had other ideas. Surge has finally got his level up, which isn't really the greatest. Jean's going to look to try and pressure up, and I'm not liking the look of this whatsoever here. It looks like the Surge is definitely looking to pop off. Jean's going to hit the pull onto the penny as well. Surge going to try and jump in here. I mean, he's going to go to his 3rd level. It's time for me to break open this lane right here. Going to use a super, but this Janet's not really going to do a lot considering our star power can just heal us whilst we take some damage. We need to try and protect this penny turret for as long as possible though. They've got a Jean pull. Jean's going to pull their penny turret, which is a little bit sus. I thought he was going to try and run over this way and pull me, but he just wasted it on the penny turret. So now it's time to try and pressure up as quickly as possible here. Try and get the last few gems and win this game. So Bonnie hasn't got any gems. Okay, now she picks up a gem. I don't know why she's picking up that gem right here, because now she can't jump in. Looks like my teammate's going to go down, unfortunately. Jean's going to get taken down, but this isn't looking like a win whatsoever here. This is just so damn bad. My teammates have no coordination whatsoever, and it's looking like this game is going to end in an L for sure. Okay, looks like the Surge is just completely throwing this game. We can maybe make a little bit of a comeback here. Let's make a comeback. Okay, how has that just happened? That is absolutely insane. I knew for me to get Masters right here, you know, I was thinking I'm not getting Masters this season, but I knew I needed a little bit of luck. He tried to steal the 10th gem, but if I was those guys, I'd have just come back, because that is just so risky. There's no reason to try and collect the 10th gem when there's so many people in the middle. A Bonnie jump as well, which came in pretty clutch. So just one more round away from taking it. If we manage to take it like this, it's going to be insane, guys. It's going to be so insane. So again, just going to push up. I'm hoping Bonnie goes down the lane. Bonnie should go lane, but Penny's going to go down lane and lane instead. Bonnie is definitely the better lane on this map because she can go aggro. Going to use the gadget straight away here to break open the lane. And now time to push up with our star power. Janet, she's popping off a little bit better this time around. Like before, it was so easy for us to just push up, but now with the pinch from our Bonnie, that's going to be pretty decent. Jean's going to knock us back, but I'm hoping nice star power is going to keep us alive. That's what we like to see. We're getting close to our super here, so we can definitely push up against the Surge. Surge going to get pretty weak here. Jean hits the pull already, so that isn't the greatest, but we can use gadget here against his wall and try and take him down. We're going to get taken down by the Surge though, but it's pretty much perfect because we've got both of the walls broken towards their spawn, so the Jean cannot hide. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. So Janet with her super, we've got a Surge lurking somewhere, I believe. Looks like Jean's gonna flash his pull. I'm hoping my star power can heal us enough to tank that Janet shot, which is pretty insane. Gonna try and heal up in time. Okay, this Janet is definitely having a good game against us. Looks like our Penny's gonna go down. I mean, our Bonnie's gonna go down as well, but we're gonna get the gems back. I want to die here so I can go aggro without the gems. We've got Penny turret. I don't know what that placing is. That is like such a bad placing, especially considering it's taking so long for us to get that Penny turret. Nice takedown from the Bonnie, and this is where we need to try and collapse onto the Jean. Nice takedown from the Bonnie again. She's going to get the gems and hopefully jump out, and this is finally looking like we might actually achieve Masters. There's no way. I kind of low-key didn't want to get Masters just because it's just a good meme. But finally, guys, we might actually achieve Masters, so I believe we finally got it. This could have been the riskiest way to get it, but I think we've got it right here. So let's just ready up. Well, ready up, go into the next screen, and we finally got Masters, guys. The memes, they're over. We've finally achieved Masters, so GG's for that. All of you guys can just go away with the memes now because we have achieved Masters. We're going to take a screenshot just because it was literally on the buzzer that we got Masters. That is pretty insane, but that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. A little bit of a crazy one. We had to go on a 4-win streak to get Masters, which is just pretty insane. Normally I'd tilt easily. The first game didn't go to plan, but we ended up clutching up in the end. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.